Huh?
The uniform of army I like the most.
यूनिफॉर्म ऑफ आर्मी लाइफ.
Yes.
ये कोई वजह होती है? आर्मी एविएशन में तो फ्लाई करोगे ना?
Yes, sir.
मेरे चाचा का जहाज तो नहीं फ्लाई करोगे?
No. Sir, may I come in?
Yes, Aman, please come in.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Aman.
Yes.
Please sit.
Thank you, sir.
So, Aman, you're coming from Rohtak.
Yes, sir.
Tell me 3 interesting things that happened in your journey from Rohtak to Lucknow.
Sir, from my journey, I accompanied my friend Hemant, which you introduced recently, and nothing much interesting happened. But when we were boarding the train was rescheduled from the time. It was late actually, and so we had much misunderstanding between the timings of the train. So it was not much interesting, but I think that it was a problem which occurred between our journey. And another thing happened with the train was that the platform was not pre-decided by the Indian Railways. When the platform was not pre-decided. We stood on the platform 2, whereas the train was to be arrive at platform number 3. And in just 2 minutes before the train had arrived, the station authority made announcement that the train has shifted its platform.
Then what happened?
So we had to rush within the time to the another platform.
Then how everything was smooth?
Yes, sir. Else everything was smooth.
But rushing may be smooth, sir.
Sir, there was not much crowd at the railway station.
Okay. Aman, why is it you want to join the army? Your father is in the police, your mother is in the police. Why do you want to join the army?
Yes, sir. My grandfather was in army, and if I talk about the current reason, I think that it's been over 16 years. I have seen the khaki vardi, and I now want to wear the olive green color.
Why?
Sir, actually, my parents also want me to join Indian Army because they are also now bored of the khaki color of their uniform. And they want a new color.
That means in 10 years you'll be bored of khaki, olive green color, then you want to go to khaki or some other color.
No, sir, I won't be get bored in.
Why? Your parents are bored.
Sir,
you are also bored of khaki color.
Yes, sir. Sir, but I can. I will complete my service, but I can tell my children to they can prefer any other service in the armed forces itself.
Acha. Which part of the army do you want to join?
Sir, actually, as far as my knowledge is concerned, I think that I must prefer the Armed Aviation Corps. It is AAC.
Why?
Sir, because I have a mixed passion for the flying and ground work.
Then why army? Why not air force? Why not navy? Aviation udhar bhi hai.
Sir, because at the current status, as I already told you, my grandfather was in army.
Grandfather was in army.
Yes, sir.
You want to fly? You can fly in air force. You can fly in navy. You can fly in army.
Sir, the
why army? Why not navy?
Uniform of army I like the most.
Huh?
The uniform of army I like the most.
Uniform of army like.
Yes.
ये कोई वजह होती है? अच्छा, okay. Which aircraft you want to fly?
Sir, I am not currently aware of any service related info further.
You want to go to army aviation? तुम्हें मालूम ही नहीं कौन सा हवाई जहाज है वहाँ पे?
Sir, of army aviation I know that there are cheetah.
Army aviation में तो fly करोगे ना?
Yes, sir.
मेरे चाचा का जहाज तो नहीं fly करोगे?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. So which aircraft?
Sir, I don't have any personal opinion regarding my favorite one, but I actually know that which are available in the Armed Aviation Corps. Some of them are Chetak, Cheetah, and Mi-17 helicopters.
Mi-17, Army Aviation के पास? Really?
Yes, sir. I think I studied it.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
If I told you Army Aviation does not have Cheetah, does not have Mi-17, am I correct? Am I wrong?
Sir, you might be correct because as far as my knowledge is concerned, I think that I read it from a book recently. And you being a officer know better than me.
That's not correct. Tell me, why do you think I'm correct?
Sir, because you have spent more time in the armed forces than me, then you might be knowing better.
Acha. What is the latest helicopter in the Indian Army?
No, sorry, sir, I'm not aware of it.
If I told you it is Prachand, am I correct? Am I wrong?
Sorry, sir, I don't know about it.
I am correct. If I told you that the next helicopter, new helicopter that is coming to the army is Dhruv, am I correct? Am I wrong?
Sir, Dhruv, I think that our army already has it. So you are.
Army already has it. अभी तो बोला था सिर्फ चेतक है. अभी ध्रुव कैसे आ गया आर्मी के पास?
Sir, at that time I didn't remember the name. Sir, Dhruv is, I think, already with the army.
Okay. What about Rudra?
Yes, sir, Rudra is also with the army itself. It is a armored helicopter.
What about Garud?
I haven't read about Garud, sir. I don't think it is with the army.
Do you think you are physically fit, Aman?
Yes, sir, I have been spending time to be physically fit, so I think I am physically fit.
What can you do which will convince me you're fit?
Sir, I actually run 2 kilometers per day, and also I spend some time in physical exercises that provide my full body stretching, and also I do 20 push-ups and 30 squats per day.
How much kilometers can you run? 2 kilometers.
Sir, I can run more, but at a routine I do 2 kilometers per day.
Very good. If you run 2 kilometers, how much time will you take?
Sir, for 2 kilometers? Sir, for 2 kilometers I take around 15 minutes.
15 minutes? चला 2 किलोमीटर मैं पैदल चलता हूँ 6-16 मिनट में. You walk, you're running as good as my walking. अच्छा. Supposing you're running 2 kilometers in 15 minutes, how many kilometers per hour are you running?
Sir, per hour I would be running 8 kilometers.
Huh?
Yes.
Who taught you maths?
Sir, my school maths teacher.
उसको बोलूँगा जिस आंसर you're giving तो सुसाइड कर लेगा.
No, sir, I think my answer is correct.
The answer is correct.
Yes, sir.
Sure. In your opinion, what are 5 major problems India is facing?
Sir, the most major problem is the cross-border terrorism, which is...
Cross-border terrorism?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir, it is prevalent in the Indo-Pak border.
Okay.
And another problem currently India is not facing it, but if we look at the past times, Naxalism is also a major problem India is facing.
Naxalism is not there in India today?
Sir, it is actually present today, but it is not up to that extent it was.
What do you mean it's not up to that extent?
Just
yesterday there were a few Naxals that were killed?
Yes, sir, now it is depleting day by day. But if we compare it with the 2010 status, it has declined actually 70%.
अच्छा.
Yes, sir.
किसने बोल दिया ये?
Sir, our Home Minister Amit Shah has made a statement regarding this.
Okay, continue.
And sir, another problem we face is the population actually.
Population?
Yes, sir.
Prime Minister Modi goes around saying population is demographic dividend.
Yes, sir.
Problem है तो कौन सही है? मोदी कि तुम?
Sir, actually, he is being in higher authority. I think he is better than me. But actually, population becomes a dividend only if they are skilled. And as far as the country is concerned, we do not have the proper resources at the current level that we can make every people of our country as resourceful.
If you were Prime Minister, what will you do to skill the population?
Sir, I would encourage some government schemes to provide free, fair education with more transparency and accountability.
Okay, have you heard of Skill India?
Sir?
Have you heard of Skill India?
Yes, sir, I heard about it.
You think it is not doing exactly the same thing?
Sir, it is doing exactly the same, not exactly the same, because it is not up to that extent that I want to.
Achha.
I think that we should go into village
There
level.
are so many vacancies in Skill India in villages that people are just not going. उनको चाहिए फ्री, उनको चाहिए उसके घर के अंदर आके हमें बताओ, काम हम ना करें.
Yes, sir.
The responsibility of skilling is also the individual, right?
Yes.
Not the government. गवर्नमेंट का काम नहीं है नौकरी देना, गवर्नमेंट का काम नहीं है स्किल देना।
Yes, sir.
गवर्नमेंट ने स्कूल खड़ा किया, तुम सीखो अपने आप। व्हाट स्टॉप्स यू?
Yes, sir.
Then why is it that government has to do everything? Why is it that people don't want to do anything? Tell me.
Sir, in our country, people belong to lower background, so they are not actually much aware about it.
अच्छा, really?
Yes, sir.
जहाँ अपना काम होता है तो वहाँ पर सर हर एक को हर चीज मालूम होती है।
Yes, sir. Sir, but actually, if we come about facts, very much people in our country are not aware of the government schemes.
Not really. Not in Haryana at least.
Sir, I am talking about the whole country.
The whole country also not really.
Sir, if we look at the
Okay,
region of
next problem.
Sir, the next problem is poverty. Poverty comes with population actually, because when a large sector of population increases, the unemployment rate increases.
Very
which
good.
leads to
Tell me, if I told you the World Bank has said India has uplifted 350 million people, which means 35 crores, out of poverty in the last 5 years, and there is no absolute poverty in India, and poverty in India has reduced from 35% to less than 10% now. Am I correct? Am I wrong?
No, sir, I'm not aware of the reports.
I am correct. Now tell me, why do you think poverty is such a big problem? Because tell me any one person who has died out of poverty in the last 5 years.
Sir, there is not only one. There many people die because of
Nobody is died out of bhukmari or poverty.
Sir, there are no actually
Because
reports
government
regarding
is
that.
giving rations for free since 2020.
Yes.
Almost 80 crore people are being given food for free. Then you have Prime Minister Awas Yojana where they are getting housing for free.
Yes.
Then there is free gas. Then there are various schemes under which you can get almost free electricity. सब चीज फ्री के बाद भी you say there is poverty. Most Jhukki colonies have TVs, two-wheelers.
Sir, but there comes the problem of awareness.
Huh?
Awareness problem, sir. People are not aware.
How
of
is
the
that?
schemes.
How is that poverty if you're not aware? आवास योजना किसको नहीं मालूम है बताओ?
Sir, many tribal people also don't know about it.
Tribal people. Which tribal people?
Tribes living in the red corridor for Naxalbari.
Where?
Red corridor of Naxalbari region. Sir, because they support Naxals, and that's the reason.
They support Naxals because they are sitting there and Naxals are ensuring nothing goes inside. Naxals ensure no schools come inside. So let's not talk about that part.
Okay. Sir.
Okay, that is being happening, or otherwise. Despite that, there are very brave government soldier people who are going there, going to schools, running schools, providing all of this.
Yes, sir.
Not quite correct. Okay, next.
So the next problem is women empowerment. Actually, our country is not has not empowered women, and also
Starting from 8th standard,
sir.
Aman, starting from 8th standard, tell me something about the school you went, the marks you got, the subjects you liked, the subjects you did not like. In your academic career from 8th onwards, name 3 teachers that you think were the most impressive teachers. Why do you think these 3 teachers have impressed you so much? Tell me one sentence about each of them. There could be some other teachers that have impressed you less. Name 3 teachers that have impressed you less and tell me one sentence about each of them also. They could talk to me about your friends. Name 5 friends of yours that you think are your closest or your best friends. In one sentence, not more than one sentence. Tell me why that person is your closest or your best friend. Then tell me 5 things you've done with your friends in general in the last 5 years. 5 activities. Any 5? Tell me 3 specific activities you've done with your friends in the last 3 years that you think are particularly memorable or particularly interesting. बहुत यादगार होनी चाहिए.
Yes.
And I want specific moment in that activity. Don't tell me you were playing volleyball with them. It means nothing to me.
Yes.
Tell me 2 naughty things you've done with your friends in the last 2 years. What extracurricular activities have you taken part in? Your role, your achievements, if any. Please restrict yourself to any 3 activities you're fond of or proud of. What's the daily routine you follow on a typical working day, which could be Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday? And how is the routine different on a Sunday or a holiday? How much pocket money do you get? How do you spend it? Sorry. If you do not get any specific pocket money, what is your average monthly expenditure in the last 12 months? And give me the breakdown of any 1 month's typical expenditure. You're going to the SSB for the first time. Tell me 5 specific things you are doing to prepare for your SSB so that you will get recommended the first time itself.
Yes.
What about your plan B? What happens if you do not get recommended? What will you do next? Go ahead, please.
So starting from my education from class 8th, in class 8th I secured a percentage of 93% from the Das Sanskriti school, Rohtak itself. And in class 10th I shifted my school to Patania Public School, and there I passed my class 10th with a score of 95.4%.
Why did you change schools?
Sir, actually the school I was previously in was lacking of some teachers. And in class 10th I secured a 95.4%. Then I came to class 11th and opted for the PCM background, which would help me in my NDA preparation.
PCM with what?
Sir, PCM with additional, I don't take any additional subject.
Why?
Sir,
You have
because,
to take physical education, nahi to informatic practice.
sir, I have
computer.
taken physical education, but it is not additional. It is
so
consists of the main subjects only.
correct.
Yes, sir.
So PCM plus वो हो गया ना
Physical education.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Why physical education?
Sir, physical education, because I think that if I would indulge in physical activities more in my school also, it would help me maintain my physical fitness up to a more extent.
Achha. Why PCM?
Sir, because I have a keen interest in mathematics.
Keen interest in mathematics.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Continue.
Sir, and now if I talk about the subjects I like the most are, I like...
No, you didn't tell me how many marks you got in 11th.
Sir, I will actually know. Actually, in my 11th, I was preparing for my JEE. So, during the school examinations, I didn't perform well. Actually, I secured 85% only. 85? Yes, sir.
Okay. Continue.
And sir, if I talk about the subjects I like the most are, the first topmost subject which I like the most is maths. And another subject I like are physics and chemistry. And those are I have opted for. And the subject I like the least is English. Now coming to the teachers I like the most are, in my class 10th I had a maths teacher named Mr. Rajiv Daya, who helped me develop my interest in mathematics. Initially he helped me solve the different problems which I faced in my mathematics for my board's preparation. Coming to my class 11th, I liked my chemistry teacher because he indulged many sarcastic way of teaching. He was a
sarcastic way of teaching.
Sorry, he used to teach while cracking some jokes in the class meeting.
Okay.
Which led to
so Aman is not called sarcastic. Sarcastic का मतलब ये है कि मैं ताने दे रहा हूँ या व्यंग कस रहा हूँ.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. Humorous way will be a better
yes,
word. Okay, continue.
And sir, in class 12th, I am taking coaching from Physics Wala Vidyapit Rohtak. So there I like the teacher, my mathematics teacher. As also his qualifications are much appropriate, and I assume him to my idol for my mathematics interest. So these were the teachers I liked the most. And coming to the teachers I didn't like much, they didn't impress me much are, in my 10th class, I had a teacher named Miss Priyanka Sharma. She used to teach us chemistry, and actually there were some misunderstandings from my side at that time, which led to the worsening of our conversations and relations.
Why? What happened?
Sir, as per her, she thought that I had a bad company with some new friends as I shifted my school to a new school in 10th class, and she would help me to manage my studies effectively, and I had many new friends. and she knew them better than me. So she thought that I had a bad company.
Then what happened?
And then she used to taunt me up in class, saying that you are not going to study well if you remain in the same way.
Okay. Did you change company?
Sir, actually, it was a time of the board's preparation. So after
So
one
did you
month,
change your company? Yes or no?
yes, sir, I changed them because in
Why?
11th class, sir, at the 11th class, everyone shifted to new schools. Some took coaching in academies, and some dropped the school and changed their schools to non-trending dummy school. And so, sir, I was the only one who was present in the school.
Okay, continue.
And so the next teacher that did not impress me much was my mathematics teacher during the class 11th, because there was no specific reason, but I think that his way was teaching was not as far better was me, and that led to me taking tuitions on my personal basis.
Okay.
And sir, I cannot think of any other teacher that didn't impress me.
You had only 5 teachers in your entire career?
No, sir, I had many.
And I only said 3 teachers impressing you lesser than the top 3.
Yes.
Any 3 teachers out there in the top 3 have impressed you lesser than the top 3? Then I never said they were bad teachers. Did I?
No, sir.
Then continue.
So, sir, if I think of the third teacher, sir, would you please let me a second? Let me a second. Yes, sir. At my current class, in my class 12th, as I told you, I am taking coaching from PW. That there is a teacher, our chemistry teacher, Mr. Karthik sir. He is also a teacher which did not impress me much, because his way of teaching chemistry is not meeting our requirements. Because
Like what?
sir, as he started organic chemistry, a portion of class 12th, earlier than the physical chemistry, which disturbed my school examinations, as in our school physical chemistry was taught first, and in most of the schools physical chemistry is taught first.
Okay, move on.
Sir, these were the teachers I liked the least. And now if I come to the next question of my hobbies and the time I spend, actually I have an interest in
When did I ask you about hobbies?
sir,
I never asked you hobbies.
sir, you asked me about what interest I have in some different.
No, did ask you about your extracurricular activities, but not hobbies.
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes, sir. You also asked me about my friends, also friend circle.
I don't know what to tell me, whatever you
Sir, coming to my friend circle, I actually have a couple of friends, but the most closest one is Nirbhay, because he studies
Yes.
he is Nirbhay.
Nirbhay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He studies with me in PW, and he is my closest one because I spend the most of time with him as compared to other friends of mine. And sir, now coming to the my
How many close friends did I tell you to tell me?
sir, how many?
Best of close friends I told you to tell me? 5. You want to say I have only one close friend?
Sir, I didn't remember you told me 5. Okay, sir, I will tell you now. So, sir, my second friend is Hemant, because he has met me just recently after we both cleared the NDA exam, and after that we developed a friendship between us, and which led to both of us coming here. And my third closest friend is Ojasvi.
What is?
Ojasvi.
Ojasvi.
Yes, sir. Sir, Ojasvi is not from my school or my academy, but he comes at my library, and he is preparing for JEE currently, and I also is preparing for JEE, and which developed a friendship between us. And some of my other close friends are, one is Saksham and another is Prikshit Atri. They both also study with me at my physics wala, which helped me develop a friendship with them. And now, sir, if I come to my daily schedule or my...
No, I asked you what activities you done with your friends, you didn't tell me at all.
No, sorry, sir. Sir, activities I did in the past 5 years with my friends include, I would tell from the recent to the last one. In the recent times, in my class 12th, I have performed many night outs with my friends. We
Many night outs.
yes, sir.
Why night outs?
Sir, it was a decision of my friends, and I just obeyed them, and went with them, spending time with them.
Mm-hmm.
And sir, another thing we did was in class 11th, our school had performed a night march. So I also participated in it with my friends. And sir, also in class 10th, I participated in the annual function of school with my friends. I performed the gymnastics performance there.
Gymnastics?
Yes, sir.
What were you doing in gymnastics?
Sir, I was supposed to climb the vaulting horse.
Oh.
Vaulting horse.
But did you actually do it or not?
Sir?
किया कि नहीं किया?
Yes, sir, I did it.
Okay, continue.
And sir, in 10th class also we performed the same night march as was scheduled by our school, and in 10th class also itself we also went to a trip. We went to a trip to Adventure Island, Delhi.
Where?
Trip.
Where?
School, sir, Adventure Island.
Rohini,
Delhi. Rohini, Delhi.
Achha.
And sir, these were the 5 activities I did.
No, you told me only 4. Night march is the same thing. Yeah, आज किया, कल किया, 2 बार किया. How does it matter?
Yes, sir. Sir, any other thing which I did was sir, I went with Ojasvi to Delhi for my NDA preparation, and he went there for J preparation. So we
Why
spent
would you
time
have to
with
go
them.
to Delhi for all this?
Sir,
Why to Delhi?
why?
To Delhi.
Sir, because it was very close to our hometown, Rohtak. I choose the big.
Why is there no place in Rohtak for this?
Sir, there is not any professional level NDA coaching, NDA
Achha.
coaching.
Continue.
And sir, there we went to some places like Janakpuri market. We went there in Janakpuri West and met there one of
So
our.
where do you go for your NDA coaching?
Sir, in my class 11th.
Where? कहाँ? कौन से
sir.
इंस्टीट्यूट में?
Delhi.
कहाँ? कौन नाम बताओ ना इंस्टीट्यूट का?
Sir, the name of institute is Delhi DCG Academy.
Okay, continue.
Sir, it is situated in Dwarka Sector 9. And sir, now we have come to the some of the activities I did in last 3 years with my friends. Sir, activities I have told actually. These were the activities I did with my
Okay,
friends.
move on.
And some of the noticed things I did recently are first, actually, last year in my class 11th, we planted a bomb in our school washroom.
Planted a bomb.
Yes, sir.
Look.
Firecracker.
Firecracker.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then what happened with the firecracker?
Sir, we used a agarbatti to flame it, and we went to our classes.
फिर क्या हुआ?
Actually, sir, when the camera was checked, we all were suspected, and we were called to the office. And we all were catched that we did the same. And this was told at our homes also.
Okay, so let's say the principal, I was the principal of your school, and I called your parents, father and mother, and told them, तुम्हारा बेटा तो ये करता है.
Yes, sir.
What would you do?
Sir, the parent, I would listen to my parents as they would be telling me.
पेरेंट्स तो भी सुन रहे हैं ना प्रिंसिपल से, डांट खा रहे हैं.
Yes.
तुम क्या करोगे उस समय?
At the time, I will feel sorry to my parents, and also feel sorry to the principal that say that I won't repeat it in the coming future. And sir, coming to the another notorious thing we did in recent times is there is speakers implanted in our classroom. It's the physics wala, and we use some frequency vibrators to disturb the teachers in class.
Okay.
And that disturb the sound of.
Okay, move on.
Sir, move on, sir. You say.
Move on, आगे चलो.